Welcome back to Simplified Reads, the place where complex books get broken down into bite-sized insights you can actually use. Today we're diving into 10 recent novels, starting in 2025 and moving backwards, that thrive on twists. If you're hungry for stories where every chapter feels like a trapdoor opening beneath your feet, stay with me, because we'll use our twist lovers checklist to unpack exactly how each one works. Let's begin with Dissolution by Nicholas Binge, published in 2025. This is a sci-fi thriller about memory erasure and time manipulation, and its genre alone sets the stage for constant surprises. The narrative structure bends reality and illusion, creating a hall of mirrors effect where every chapter leaves you questioning what you thought you knew. Its pacing is relentless, cycling through time loops that refuse to settle, which keeps the tension high. Known for speculative storytelling, Binge leans into his reputation to make disorientation part of the appeal, and reviewers highlight how addictive the experience feels. As a standalone, it's a perfect example of high-twist storytelling. From the same year, we have A Drop of Corruption by Robert Jackson Bennett, 2025. This one blends fantasy with a murder mystery, a genre mix that naturally lends itself to twists. Every chapter plants red herrings while pushing the reader into second-guessing. The narrative balances world-building with detective-style suspense, which means the pacing never drags. Bennett is already recognized for intricate plots, and here he uses misdirection like a weapon. Readers praise its clever unpredictability, and while the setting feels expansive, the tight plotting ensures you never escape the grip of surprise. Still in 2025, You Are Fatally Invited by Andy Pliego turns the locked room mystery into something even more claustrophobic. The genre itself demands twists, but Pliego goes further by making misdirection the heart of the book. The pacing is razor-sharp, with short chapters designed to snap shut on cliffhangers. Its narrative style constantly presents false leads, forcing readers to abandon every theory they form. Early responses describe it as claustrophobic but irresistible, which is exactly the promise a twist lover wants fulfilled. Also from 2025, The Man Made of Smoke by Alex North takes us into a small-town story steeped in memory and trauma. This isn't a straightforward whodunit, but a layered psychological mystery. The genre plays with blurred perception, while the narrative thrives on unreliable memory, twisting the truth at every turn. The pacing alternates between quiet tension and sudden shocks, a rhythm that makes the reveals even more jarring. North's reputation for haunting atmospheres makes the reader trust him only to be betrayed at every step, and reviews highlight how unsettlingly addictive the journey becomes. Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell, 2025, shows us how domestic noir can create constant paranoia. Here, every gift, every gesture, every character interaction drips with suspicion. The genre guarantees secrets, but the narrative style ramps this up with layers of doubt. Jewell is well known for her twist-driven novels, and this one keeps up her reputation with short, sharp chapters full of misdirection. The pacing ensures the suspense never cools, and readers describe it as a story that hooks you by the throat from the opening scene. Alice Feeney's Beautiful Ugly, also from 2025, plays with the disappearance trope but doesn't stop there. It layers an identity twist that feel like doubles within doubles. The genre leans psychological, but it's the narrative that shines. Dual timelines, fractured memories, and contrasting versions of events. Pacing here is quick, with every chapter unearthing a new piece of the puzzle. Feeney's name has become synonymous with shocking reveals, and reviewers constantly mention how every time they thought they had the answer, the book shifted directions again. Next is The Cutthroat Trial by S. J. Fleet, 2025, a legal thriller that thrives on courtroom tension and unexpected revelations. The genre may seem procedural, but each chapter brings new angles, hidden motives, and surprise testimony. The narrative builds through multiple perspectives, and the pacing mimics the cut and thrust of a trial. Every witness feels like a twist waiting to explode. Fleet's reputation in the legal thriller space is rising, and this novel proves why, with readers calling it a trial by fire for their own nerves. Another 2025 heavyweight is The Secret of Secrets by Dan Brown. Known globally for high-concept thrillers, Brown doesn't disappoint. The genre, mystery rooted in codes, societies, and history, virtually guarantees hidden layers, while the narrative style uses cliffhangers and chapter breaks as weapons. Brown's reputation ensures that readers expect to be outsmarted, and reviews emphasize the roller coaster pacing that has made his books staples of adaptation buzz. If twists are what you want, Brown delivers them in bulk. Stepping back to 2024, we meet What Happened to Nina by Dervla McTiernan. This is a weekend trip-turned-nightmare story that forces the reader to weigh multiple scenarios side by side. The genre blends domestic suspense with crime, and the narrative style fractures perspectives in a way that forces you to keep guessing. Pacing is tight, with short chapters feeding tension. McTiernan's reputation for weaving empathy with suspense makes the twists hit harder, and reviewers describe the book as devastating and unshakable. Finally, End of Story by A.J. Finn, 2024, plays with the relationship between writers, stories, and hidden truths. The genre is psychological thriller, and the narrative style toys with what's fact, what's fiction, and what's manipulation. Its pacing is intentionally sharp, mirroring the tension of unmasking secrets in real time. Finn's reputation was built on unreliable narration, and this book continues that tradition, keeping the reader trapped in constant suspicion. Reader responses highlight the gut punch and the feeling of being manipulated by the author himself. These 10 novels prove that when chosen carefully, using our checklist of genre, narrative style, pacing, author reputation, reader reviews, and more, you can guarantee a reading experience that delivers one twist after another. If you're here on Simplified Reads, it's because you don't just want a story, you want a ride that doesn't let you off until the very last page. And trust me, each of these books will do exactly that.